Hi everybody, it's Roxy again. Recently, I read an article from the Huffington Post, and it was about Jennifer Gable, who was a transgendered lady who died at work, and the family chose to bury her as a man, cut her hair, bury her in a suit, and disrespect her wishes. This is horrible. This is a horrible case against our rights. As women, as men, as people, our civil rights is being questioned. With the case in Ferguson lately and this Alcor, people don't understand that this isn't a race issue, this isn't a gender issue, this is a human rights issue. Okay? Now, to give you a little background, while I was living in Florida, I did have a transgendered friend. Her name was Jada. I wasn't very close with her, but I did know her from school. And she had passed away at a very young age. I don't remember her exact age. It was around Christmas time. But me and a few members from school went down to the funeral and to show our respects. And the family, what they had decided to do was to bury her as a man. They buried her as a man because they were afraid of what all of their church friends and their church people would think of having a transgendered person in their family. And this is just disgusting and appalling. This should never happen. People should respect what we are as humans. Yeah, we might be confused. We might, feel that we were born in the wrong bodies, but we were. Whether you agree or disagree with it, our wishes are to be respected as the gender we view that we are. Not the gender that you think we were born as, or you think that we should be, or what your religion dictates that we should be or should not be. This is a horrible, horrible civil rights case that just, it bothers our society that we're in 2014, almost 2015 now, and we're still having these issues. Why? Why do we have these issues? Why do we have to put our personal beliefs, and our family have to put our personal beliefs before what our wishes are? I know that the only way that we can stop this, and the transgender community really needs to get on this, and I know it's sad, but you can never know when you're expected to die, and not just the transgendered community, the community as a whole, every person. Once you turn 18, you should look into making a living will. Just get it done, get it out of the way. Know what your wishes are. If you want to be buried, where you want to be buried. If you want to be cremated, if you want your ashes kept, if you want them sprinkled somewhere. You need to have this done. Because, let's look back at the Terri Schiavo case, where the husband wanted to pull the plug, but the parents didn't, because she was in a coma. She was in a vegetative state. Now, me personally, if I was in a vegetative state for, I don't remember, 6 months, a year, pull the plug. There's no purpose. I wouldn't want to live like that, and I don't know anyone who would. But say my family is still holding on to that last breath of hope that something might change, so they get to dictate what happens to my body? No, absolutely not. So please, please, get your living wills done. Get your things set in order. I know it's a topic that no one likes to talk about, but no one knows when death is going to come. I mean, personally, if someone were to bury me as a man, I would feel disowned. I went to this funeral, and the preacher, and yes, it was a Southern funeral, and yes, it was a very fire and brimstone church. The pastor literally during the service said, do not cry and do not feel bad for her soul. His soul, actually. It was his soul. Because his decisions were made and his fate was sealed. But I don't agree. He didn't go to hell because he didn't have a soul. There was no he soul there. I knew Jada. Jada was a she. Whether you accept that or not, she presented herself as a she, and she brightened everybody's day that she was around, that treated her like a person and did not judge her. And that's what we need to do as a society, is just stop the judgments, stop everything else, stop everyone we're hurting. Just respect it. You don't have to agree with anything, but you have to accept that it's there. So accept us for who we are. Respect us for who we are. You don't like it, that's fine. We don't need you to like it. But we need you to respect us as people. That's all we're asking. And some people act like it's a big deal. And it's not. Just treat us like a human. I go by Roxy. I might have been born a boy, but I feel like a girl. I am a girl. Treat me like a girl. Is that so hard for society to ask? And I will be including a link to the story about Jennifer Gable. because it is a true story, and it's very sad that we live in a day and age that still allows this to happen. So please, pass this story on. Share this with your friends. Let people know. The trans community is standing up, and they need to be heard. I'm tired of being the T in LGBT, I'm sorry. And I'm tired of that T being silent. No more silence. Let's speak up. Let's stand for our rights. And let's do what's right, people.